right, man. Let's talk about August 3rd. They unveiled the full card, and Virgil Ortiz is not on the card, so he just missed out on the payday. I mean, he got some of the worst luck. He got some of the worst luck when it comes to fights. Um, pulling out of fights and guys pulling out of fights and fights not happening. And maybe the universe is trying to tell him something. A lot of people feel like this card took a big blow. Pause. Without Virgil Ortiz and Tim Zoo, that was a good fight. If you didn't know, Tim Zoo had to pull out the fight. No duder, pull out the fight because his cut from the Fondora fight ain't healed fast enough, so they couldn't clear him for the fight. And I figured, like, they fought him and Fondora fought at the end of March, and then you got to spar and train and all that stuff. And August 3rd is kind of a quick turnaround for a cut like that, so he might be out the rest of the year with the cut. You know what I'm saying? And um, maybe if he stopped the fight, he wouldn't have accumulated that damage to the cut, but maybe he'd be heading into a rematch with Fedor because of the cut. Who knows? Tim Tszyu wasn't trying to, fight twice, fight the same guy twice. You know what I'm saying? He trying to just get this done and over with. I'll knock this guy out and be done with it. He was on his way to knocking out Fondora at the time. Fondora couldn't defend that right hook. I don't know if that dude blind or whatever, but Tim Tszyu could have closed his eyes and threw a right hook, and he would have landed. So, but that fight's off the card. The chief support to Crawford, the main event, Crawford and Israil Madrimov, is Isaac Cruz versus Jose Venezuela. Then and then the thick of it is Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Miller, literally. Jarrell Anderson and Martin Bacoli. Now, that's an interesting fight. They were in the discourse a month ago, talking about how that Jared Anderson couldn't beat Martin Bacoli, but here you have it. He fight Martin Bacoli. Don't know much about Martin Bacoli, but they keep hating on Jared Anderson because he picked motherfucking. He talks shit, but he picked Fury over Wilder. But a lot of you niggas was picking, y'all niggas was picking Fury over Wilder too. But then y'all rationalize it by saying, "Oh, I don't like what he did to Mark Breland." Okay, and you know what I'm saying? You don't like everything your kids do or your bitch do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be having the stupidest reasons for hating on people, bro. I'm talking about black people in particular. But Tank then did all this whole shit and y'all still support Tank. That's what I don't understand. Help me help you understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Help me help you. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But, you know, feel like I'm probably in the minority. So uh but like I continue to say, that's the fight I think a lot of people gonna have interest in either way. Boots, either way, Jared Anderson stepping up now. People say, well, why he was willing to fight Wilder, which I think Wilder was gonna fight Anthony Joshua anyway, but not willing to fight Zhang. Zhang got commitments, the sponsors and other stuff to do in his home country of China. If you don't see that video, why Zhang and Jared Anderson not happening. Um, uh, uh, you know, so um, so yeah. That's kind of how what's going on with that. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. But yeah, I think a lot of people interested in that fight, and a lot of people want to see Jared Anderson fall, and that's crazy. I think part of it got to do with you know, I think a lot of it got to do with top rank, and these people got some vitriol at the top rank, but no matter how PBC dropped the bag and how many fights, uh, you know, uh, don't make, or how many fighters they do dirty, they don't never turn to them. And I was talking about this in the video I'm about to upload as we speak on Patreon about Angel Reese and shit. It's funny how, and I spoke on this on the night. It's funny how black people got they got selective support. They pick and choose who they want to support. You know what I'm saying? And it got nothing to do with blackness. It ain't got nothing to do with who on your arm. It got to do with how they get mind fucked by the media. The media say, "Oh, this is okay," but when he do it, it's not okay, or this is good, and this they get mind fucked, and it's such on a minor level. When we talking about this boxing shit, they let YouTubers finesse them. They let YouTubers, you know, persuade their opinions and stuff, and pull them away from logical things. And most of these males out here, especially in this boxing space, are not logical. Let me say that again. Most of these males out here are not logical. They're emotional. You know, that's just what it is. So they emotionally put these YouTubers and a lot of these niggas in the media. They emotionally manipulate you. Come on, they emotionally manipulate you. And y'all don't even be knowing they be running game on y'all. You all need to be knowing it. And then when they wrong, they do a rah rah speech and shit. Nah, man, y'all, man, y'all be. I don't understand the process of who y'all support, don't support. First, y'all support black, but then y'all don't support black and be like, whoa, because you pick Fury. But then y'all still wearing Gucci, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all still supporting Eddie Hearn and shit. Y'all went from dissing Eddie Hearn to joining the Pilgrim and shit, playing the slave trade comment his father made, and then you know what I'm saying, then supporting them. I really just don't understand it. So I'm trying to figure out what's the selection process for a lot of y'all for who y'all pick to root for. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause Crawford got a beautiful black family, and then y'all still talk shit about him. So that's what I'm trying to. I don't understand y'all selection process, cause it ain't no process. Y'all just y'all niggas, y'all the real raccoons, but y'all try to cover it up with some fake ass black support. But a lot of times, I just think a lot of people just see jealousy. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people just be jealous, man. But I had to speak on that about Anderson. But then you got David Morrell versus Hot Rod. I like that fight. Hot Rod's a good fighter. I don't know how much he got left, but I think that should be David Morrell's toughest test to date. I felt that he beat Marcus Brown on PBC's debut. I believe it was on NBC. Yeah, I thought he beat Marcus Brown in my opinion, man. So that was my opinion on that. I thought he whooped Marcus Brown. And they gave Marcus Brown a gift. So, but yeah, Hot Rod's a really really good fighter. You know, yeah, he's a really really good fighter. So, um, but that should be in my opinion, that should be a really really good fight. So, I look forward to that one. Um, and then Andy Cruz and Antonio Moraine seem to open up the main portion of the card. So, um, that should be another good one in my opinion. Um, so yeah, man, this is a good card. You got some people like, oh, the tank card is better. Ain't no way the tank card better. You niggas be trolling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you got you got what's old buddy name? You got old buddy name Alexander Goldsvik on that card. Man, that motherfucker been retired. He ain't got shit left. You know, I forget who else. That card ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Foden fell off the card. Uh, you know, let me see. Foden fell off that card. Let me see. Let's look at that card real quick. Yeah, Benavidez and Goldsvik trash. Puello, he just came back from popping hot. And Gary Anton Russell ducked him for the actual WBA title. That's how Rolly ended up getting it. And then Dominus and Terrell Boucher. So it's an okay card. It's a real solid card. Okay card for PBC. Could be their last on Prime. Don't know. Don't know. But yeah, people, oh, the card better. What are they gonna say? PVC card better. It's this, that, and the third. And and yeah, the PVC card is better, and they gonna say that shit. You know, that's what they gonna say. But my thing about it is this: uh, they gonna say all that shit, but then this is what I was saying on Angel Reese video on Patreon. I'm about to upload. They'll say all this shit, but don't and won't support with their money. They support with their mouths, they support with their keyboards, with their phones. But when it come down to spending some money, when it come down to spending that money, you won't hear shit about that support. You won't hear shit about that support. Trust and believe me, you won't hear shit about that support. When it come down to breaking bread, these niggas is quiet. They going on streaming sites. So and then acting like they buying the pay-per-views. Yeah, all right, Bucko. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit our notification, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in description. Check out the Box News playlist. Like I said, the link tree. Check out the Patreon. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Kick, Twitch, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313. That's in the link tree. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.